Hello everyone, I am Dr. Jo Jingi. In recent years, a term called fried rice syndrome has been trending across social media, capturing the attention of millions worldwide. While it sounds like a culinary trend, it is actually a serious and potentially fatal form of food poisoning. It gained significant attention after several tragic cases were highlighted on video platforms. One particularly heartbreaking incident involved a 20-year-old student who died after eating a bowl of spaghetti that had been left at room temperature for 5 days before being reheated. The story sent shockwaves through the internet, leading many to ask, why would this happen just from leaving food out? And isn't it safe if I simply reheat it in the microwave? The answers to these questions are found in the biology of a specific bacterium, Bacillus cereus. It possesses extraordinary properties that defy our common intuition about food safety. Today, we will dive deep into the science behind this fried rice syndrome, explaining exactly how it happens and, most importantly, how you can reliably prevent it in your own home. We'll break this down from a clinical perspective, looking at the bacteria's defense mechanisms, the toxins they produce, and the simple rules that can save lives. Let's begin. Bacillus cereus is a type of soil bacteria that is found almost everywhere in nature. It's in the dirt used to grow crops and naturally hitches a ride on many of our favorite grains. Because it is so widespread, it is very common for small amounts of these bacteria to be present on dry rice and pasta before they ever reach your kitchen counter or pantry. You might think that boiling the pasta or cooking the rice would be enough to kill any lingering bacteria. However, Bacillus cereus is far more resilient than most common foodborne pathogens. When this bacterium senses danger, like the extreme heat of a cooking pot, it creates a spore. Imagine the bacteria putting on a sturdy, high-tech powered suit or retreating into a blast-proof shelter. Inside this spore, the bacteria can survive temperatures that would easily kill others. It can endure 90 degrees Celsius for a full hour. This means standard cooking processes do not eliminate it. The danger truly starts once the food is cooked and allowed to cool. If left at room temperature, especially between 28 and 35 degrees Celsius, the environment becomes ideal for the bacteria. The bacteria emerge from their protective suits and begin to multiply at a ferocious rate. They see the nutrient-rich rice as a perfect breeding ground, causing a biological population explosion. As they multiply, they produce a specific emetic toxin called cerulide. This toxin is the real reason behind the severe symptoms of fried rice syndrome. It is incredibly stable and dangerous. This toxin is even tougher than the spores. It acts like a heat-resistant shield that can survive being heated to 126 degrees Celsius for 90 minutes. It is essentially indestructible in a home kitchen. This is the most critical point. Even if you reheat your leftovers until they are steaming, the heat may kill the live bacteria, but it will not break down the toxins they've already created. Once those toxins are formed, the food is unsafe. Reheating gives a false sense of security, while the poison remains active and ready to strike your digestive system the moment you eat. To summarize this stage, the bacteria survives the initial cooking in its powered suit, multiplies at room temperature, and leaves behind a heat-resistant shield of toxin that no microwave can break. Chemically, this toxin is a cyclic peptide. Its structure is so rigid that it resists the enzymes in our stomach and the high heat of our appliances, making it uniquely dangerous among food toxins. It's this unique molecular rigidity that makes cerulide a perfect toxin. It resists degradation by stomach acid and the high heat of household appliances, leaving no room for error in food storage. In professional kitchens and homes alike, the room temperature trap is where most mistakes happen. Letting food sit out for just a few hours can be enough for the toxin levels to become toxic. There are two main types of Bacillus cereus illness, the diarrhea type and the vomiting type. In Japan and many other regions, the vomiting type is by far the most commonly reported. The vomiting type develops when we swallow the toxins already present in the food. When these toxins reach your stomach, your body quickly realizes that something is very wrong. The toxins trigger a rapid signal to the emetic center in your brain. Your body's primary goal becomes getting rid of the poison as quickly as possible through severe nausea and forceful vomiting. One of the most striking features of this illness is how fast it hits. The incubation period is incredibly short. Symptoms can begin just 30 minutes to 5 hours after eating the contaminated food. Imagine eating a quick lunch of leftover fried rice, and before your afternoon break is even over, you are struck with overwhelming nausea. This rapid onset is a hallmark of fried rice syndrome, but perhaps the most dangerous aspect is that the bacteria does not change the appearance, smell, or taste of the food. It doesn't rot or turn sour like other types of spoiled food might. We often rely on our senses to tell us if food is safe, but the scent test is completely useless here. Contaminated rice looks and smells exactly like fresh, delicious fried rice. While most cases are mild and resolve within 24 hours, the experience is extremely taxing on the body. The intensity of the vomiting can lead to severe dehydration if not managed carefully. In rare and extreme cases, like those reported in international medical journals, the toxin can cause fulminant liver failure or multi-organ dysfunction. This is why we must take it seriously. It's also important to note that individual reactions can vary based on your genetic makeup and gut microbiota. What might cause mild nausea in one person could be devastating for another. If you suspect you have food poisoning and experience severe symptoms or inability to keep fluids down, you should always seek medical advice. Safety and hydration are the top priorities. To wrap up this section, the vomiting type is fast-acting, triggered by indestructible toxins, and completely invisible to our senses. Understanding this hidden nature is key to your protection. If vomiting occurs, the primary goal is oral rehydration. Replacing lost fluids and electrolytes is vital to preventing the secondary complications that can arise from severe food poisoning. How do we protect ourselves? There are two absolute rules recommended by health authorities like the Tokyo Metropolitan Government. Rule number 1. Minimize make-ahead quantities. For high-risk foods like rice and noodles, try to cook only what you will eat for that specific meal. By reducing leftovers, you eliminate the window of opportunity for bacteria to multiply. Rule number 2. If you do have leftovers, you must cool them down as quickly as possible. Do not leave a large, dense clump of rice sitting in a bowl or a deep pot on the counter. Divide the leftovers into small, shallow containers. Spreading the food out increases the surface area, allowing the core temperature to drop rapidly and preventing the bacteria from waking up. Once divided, place the containers in the refrigerator immediately. Your goal is to keep the food at 8 degrees Celsius or below. This temperature acts like a pause button on bacterial growth. There is a common myth that putting warm food in the fridge will damage it. While you shouldn't put boiling pots inside, modern refrigerators can easily handle containers that are cool enough to touch. Waiting for hours for food to reach room temperature is the dangerous part. In our modern climate, especially during heat waves, that wait is exactly when the toxins are produced. Don't wait. Using shallow glass containers is often best as they conduct heat away more efficiently than thick plastic. Every minute saved in the cooling process is a victory against Bacillus cereus. To summarize prevention: limit your portions, use shallow containers for quick cooling, and don't be afraid to use your refrigerator early. These simple steps are your strongest defense. Also, ensure your refrigerator is actually maintaining the correct temperature. A fridge that is too warm won't stop the bacteria from slowly producing toxins over several days. In closing, remember that while fried rice syndrome sounds almost comical, the underlying science is a serious matter of public health. Heat and humidity are the bacteria's best friends. By making small changes to how we handle our favorite rice and pasta dishes, we can enjoy our meals safely. Fresh is always best, but if you must save for later, do it with care. I hope this guide has been enlightening. For more detailed research and sources, please refer to the video description. This has been Dr. Zhou Jingyi. Stay healthy and stay informed.